Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys have all been well. Today I'm actually going to be making a video responding to a question that I received in one of my other videos, and I felt that it merited both its own video and a little bit of investigation on my part. So let me pull up the question. It came from the cleverly named Poltergeist. Alright, come on, that's clever. I like that. So, this is the question that got posted to one of my other videos. The first part of the question you can ignore, I addressed it. The short story is a lot of the stuff he's talking about, fewer NPCs, popping quality, etc. Either those problems didn't exist, somebody exaggerated it, or it got fixed in the patch. So you can ignore that first part. What I want to focus on today is that second part of the question, where he talks about censorship. Specifically, he wants to say, he's talking about is the sexual scenes, any of the sex in the Ezio Collection, is it censored, and is the blood censored, or are people exaggerating? So that's what we're going to focus on today, and actually it's a very good question, and I did research both of those issues, and my results actually were kind of surprising in one of those areas. It was worth looking into, I'll put it to you like that. So we're going to break it down into two parts. First, I'm going to talk about the issue of sex. You know, was there censorship involved with any of the sexual scenes in the Ezio Collection? That one I can handle pretty quickly. The short answer is no. There was no censorship involved whatsoever with regards to any of the sex scenes in the Ezio Collection, which frankly isn't much, and I really was kind of expecting there to not be, because first of all, it's an M-rated game, alright? So I was going to be very surprised if they went back and decided to censor any of the scenes involving sex. Second, there's just not that much sex in these older Assassin's Creed games, okay? These games, when they first came out, they were marketed and built and designed to attract young men, okay? They were really trying to hit the, you know, 16, 17, 18 to, 29, 30-year-old males. It was their target audience when they first built these games. Okay. And I guess they say with most young men, especially, in their 20s, young men are typically looking for one of two things. They're either looking for sex or they're looking for some kind of violence. And if you're picking up Assassin's Creed, you're probably not looking for some kind of sexual experience. Okay, you're looking to stab somebody from the 1400s when you picked up these games. If you're looking for sex, there's other products you could buy. This is not what Assassin's Creed was about. So, in those older games, there really just wasn't that much sex at all. And if there was, it somehow was some kind of critical plot point. Like, for example, Haytham, getting it on with Connor's mother. They had to show that. They had to show Connor being conceived. That was a very critical plot point. When Ezio slept with Christina, when it ended up becoming a big plot point if he ended up spending the night with a lady. So they really only put it in there if it was critical to the plot. So there was so little in the entire trilogy that it just really shocked me that if they would have gone back and censored that. And the conclusion is they did not. All of them are intact from the original release. There was no censorship in that regard. I don't know who started that rumor, but it's just not true. None of those scenes have been censored. Certainly, if somebody's got proof to the contrary, you're welcome to post and comment on it. But I went back, I yanked out my Xbox 360, and I compared all the scenes together, and I found them to be identical. So, first part of that question gets answered. All right. Now, the second part of it, let me pull it up again. All right, now, the second part is pretty important. Did they censor blood in Assassin's Creed? Now, this one I thought would be even more silly than censoring anything with sex, okay? The game is called Assassin's Creed. It's an M-rated game. I just really had a hard time believing that they would go back and censor blood, especially... Hang on just a second. Alright. Especially when you have the option of turning the blood on and off. You know, I just thought it'd be absolutely crazy for them to do any kind of censorship with the blood when you can literally turn it off if it's that much of an issue for you. So I really wasn't expecting to find anything with this. But the short answer is, as crazy as it sounds, there is something to this. But it's not exactly censorship. So the short of it is, real quick, I've got the Switch version up here in docked mode. And I tested it out on the PS4 too. Everything's identical. I'm going to take you through a fight here in a minute. I'm going to let you watch. And there is blood, but the crazy thing is, sometimes, you know, probably about half the time, the blood that comes out is minimalized, or there's no blood at all. You know, you can stab one guy and there's blood all over the place, then you stab the next guy, and the blood is kind of minimalized, or it just doesn't come out at all. And I played the 360 version, and I didn't have that problem. Blood was consistently, you know, coming out of your targets whenever you stab them or hit them with a sword or whatever it may have been. So there was a difference in my eyes. It was kind of crazy. And I looked at it, and I honestly don't think it is censorship. I think what happened was when they remastered the game, somebody, you know, didn't do something proper with the code, and I think as a result of some glitch, I think the blood is inconsistently reduced. You know, if they were censoring it, you would consistently have no blood. But in this case, it seems to be more erratic, which leads me to believe that somebody made some programming error and ended up inadvertently reducing the blood in the Switch, Xbox, and PS4 versions. So I'm going to let you guys decide for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and play through this sequence, and unfortunately I was having trouble getting my Xbox 360 to record, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this on the Switch version. There's going to be a link in the description to some playthrough I did with the Xbox 360, and I'll give you the timestamp so you can watch how this same scene plays out on the 360. And in my eyes, there is a bit of a stark difference in the way the blood is displayed. But I am going to leave that up to y'all to make the final determination. But from where I stand, there definitely was something to it. All right? So without further ado, I am going to play through this scene, and we'll go from there. Okay, so you could tell there was definitely blood, but sometimes it would just be almost no blood, or it would be so thin, it'd just be like little driplets coming off of Ezio's sword. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. Click the link in the description, and there'll be a timestamp too. You can go check out the footage on the Xbox 360 and see what you think. And definitely give me your commentaries. Let me just sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm definitely very eager to hear from you guys on this subject. And I will hopefully see you in the comments. Looking forward to hearing everybody else's thoughts and opinions. Thank you.